Hey Christie Cubs, welcome back. If you're new to Christie Elementary, welcome. I'm excited to have you. If you were here in the fall and you're just coming back, I hope you had a wonderful break. If you don't know who I am, I'm Mr. Boatfield and I teach art here at Christie Elementary. This is what I look like without a mask. Normally I'm wearing one, but I wanted to make a quick little video and tell you a little bit about this semester, go over our expectations. That way we can have a fun rest of our year. So just like in the fall, we're of course going to be doing some drawing, some painting. I'm hoping that in the spring that we can do some more digital projects, so things using our Chromebooks, and also some sculpture. So I think this is going to be a really exciting few months, and I can't wait to try some of these projects with you. Let's go over some of our expectations for the classroom. That way we are all set so we can start creating today. Whenever you enter the room, we always follow the green arrows, and don't forget to get some sanitizer. Sometimes you can do this after you put your supplies down. There's these random green arrows all over the room. Please follow them when you can. It stops people from colliding with you and then sneezing or coughing on you. So this year especially, with all the COVID restrictions, it's important that we use a seating chart. Every person in the room has their own seating chart, which I keep on a Google document that I share with Mr. Flynn. Mr. Flynn does check our seating chart. Also, try not to get the stools mixed up. It helps if there's ever an infection and that we need to find out where a person sat. So moving chairs around could actually end up being a problem if we ever have to contact trace. Under your stool, you'll notice I put some tape on the floor. Just make sure that you push in your stool all the way when you leave today. Now, because I'm in the room alone, I'm not wearing a mask, but masks are required in all specials. So whenever you're in the room, please make sure that your mask is on, above your nose and your mouth, and that it fits correctly. This year is very different from other years because you have to bring your own supplies to art, and there's some supplies that I'm going to be looking for soon. If you can't bring your art supplies to class, then you may not be able to participate, and I won't be able to give you any of my supplies, and absolutely no sharing this year. We can't share supplies at all because it puts you at risk of getting sick, and that would be terrible. On the bright side is that you do get to bring your own supplies, which means you get to find the supplies that you like and bring them. But here's the few that I require. Find yourself some markers. This is a big pack. It was on sale at Walmart, so you can get the nice kind. I have my jumbo crayons. You just need a pack of crayons, and any brand is fine, but I love Crayola. Bring a pack of colored pencils, please. Some other items that you'll need is a ruler. I might have already given you one of these. If you don't have one, you will need to buy one for this semester. I would put a couple glue sticks in there. You need an eraser, some liquid glue, some scissors. Bring 2 sharpened pencils along with a sharpener. I want to keep those items in a plastic bag. If you don't have one, I can give you one. However, if it starts to rip, you may want to start buying your own or bring your own bag from home that you can use to transport your supplies to art. I see all classes one time each week, so make sure that you're prepared. If a student does not bring their items to class, I give them one warning. On the second time that they do not bring an item to class, I have to start calling home, taking away recess. But also not bringing supplies affects your participation. And remember that specials is a grade, and I don't want this to hurt your grade because you weren't prepared. So now that we're here, we have our seating, we have our supplies. How do we learn? If you ever need help in art, please raise your hand. I always start off the class with our lesson, and usually we'll have independent time until cleanup. This year, I'm supposed to discourage students from using the restroom. Please use the restroom before or after specials. However, if it's an emergency, make the emergency symbol and cross 2 fingers. If you're feeling thirsty or you need to have water with you, I don't mind if you bring your water bottle. Just please make sure that your cap is closed. When you're not using it, please make sure you put it on the floor or you can put it back on one of the green counters. Following directions the first time is going to be extremely critical, especially during cleanup. And here's why. So at the end of class, I ask you guys to clean up. I will say hands on top, and then you guys say that means stop while putting 2 hands on your head. Let's try this together. Hands on top. Hopefully you said that means stop, and you'll keep your hands on your head until I say the word go. I'm gonna give you directions for cleanup, and this is super important because I have to sanitize the classroom between every single class. When it's time to clean up, you'll put away all of your supplies. Do not keep working. It's important because either you or I have to clean the entire classroom and sanitize, and I don't want to make someone sick because you didn't have enough time to clean up. My goal this year, especially with everything going on, is to make sure that you guys have a place where you can have fun and create something meaningful to you. Like I said, this class is a grade, and I do want you to try your best, but I never expect anyone to be the best artist in the world. I'm not the best artist in the world. Anyone can succeed in this class as long as you are following directions, trying your best, and most importantly, having fun. Just some other random things you need to know. In the classroom, when we're not doing our lesson, make sure that you're using a voice level 1 or 2. Voice level 1 is a library talk, like a whisper. Number 2 is the normal voice volume where people around you can hear you. I shouldn't be able to hear you from across the room. That would be a little bit too loud. We do have neighbors, so let's be respectful. For some reason, you cannot find these materials, your teacher know privately and they can send you down to me and I can see if I can find some donations. But please have your materials by next week. Once it is time to go, I will call tables either by your table color or table number. So each table has a number that corresponds to your seat and a color that corresponds to the table you're at and the table across from you. We should have a new seating chart today, so go ahead and check it out. What is your table number? And then what is your table color? Tell one person and then give me a thumbs up so I know that you're ready. If I call one of those that apply to you, you're gonna be able to push in your chair, make sure that it goes inside the masking tape, follow the green arrows all the way around. You're gonna see this long line of rainbow tape. This is the rainbow L. This is where we line up at the end of class. When I do call your table or number, you want to follow the green arrows to the rainbow L, line up, and make sure you keep some space between you and the person in front of you and behind you. That way there's no corona. Anyway, I am so excited for us to have some fun this year and create some awesome projects. We'll talk a little bit more about our expectations next time too. I'm gonna end it here. Let's get started on a fun project. Have a wonderful day.